Oh, je suis toujours sur le voyage.
It was, it was a feeling that, while you may think, it was a very humbling experience, and while you may think that you're so important, you're really not. You're really not important, and there's a world out there, and there's powers that are much, much greater than you, and you are so lucky to have all the opportunities that you do. And I remember because I was sitting and it was a day that was very sunny and I was looking at all of the trees and there's this beautiful, beautiful verse in the Quran that says that God knows of every leaf that falls. And I couldn't hold back the tears. I said, God knows every leaf that falls everywhere in the world. How am I going to hide? I can't hide. I can't pretend to be something I'm not. I can't hold hate in my heart and expect, and try to show good outside. Good.
Tears. Oh, the tears.
I was
Tears.
just speaking on the radio the other day, and I said, I consider myself an activist. And the fact that I've had to put some of my work, on the back burner because I have a child, is the greatest form of activism. Because raising a child with morals and values, and one who knows the difference between right and wrong, and one who is well loved, is the biggest contribution I can make to any society.
Look at the most important part in the child's life is the role of the parents. And the parents have to be able to convey the message to their children as to what is right and wrong. And that can be done in several ways. The best way would be to show them with compassion, show them with affection, but to communicate it very clearly what the boundaries are. When you have small children, you have to begin to teach them. There are certain core values of your faith, of what you believe in, and what is good and what is bad. And then you implement that, and then you have a flexibility.
I think in any part of the world, raising children, there are challenges, and we have to be aware of those challenges, and we have to be familiar with those challenges. And I think we're comfortable with challenges in cultures that we are most familiar with. I think as long as we're aware of what those challenges are, we can find solutions to address them. As long as we continue as mothers, as parents, as families to interact with each other, build a strong social network for our children with people that we feel very comfortable with people that we share values with people that we share traditions with.
It feels like I'm not an activist anymore. Since my children were born, and they're still very small, all my energy is focused there, and I'm not doing all the same kind of activist activity that I used to do.
Hello, salam.
Norma? Norma?
Did you look in your office?
Yeah.
There's some assignments there for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My husband fixed the printer. Yeah.
See you later.
Bye. So today is a very serious topic, US foreign policy and the new imperialism. As far as understanding the dialectic between what the West does and what Islamic political activists do, US foreign policy really is it. I mean, it's the be-all and end-all of foreign policies almost, and it sets the agenda for other foreign policies. So Canada has its own, obviously, unique aspects of its foreign policy, but we can see, especially under the current government, how it might dovetail more into what is happening in the US. Sorry we're late. We were at the university. This is Yusuf. Can you say hi? And this is Tariq. Say hi. Say, can you say Assalamu alaikum? Are you cold? Tariq, come, let's go get Zach. He's waiting.
Every age has its own challenges. I mean, we shouldn't deny the great blessings of the time that we live in. The fact, for example, that women now in a place like the United States have an average life expectancy of almost 80 years old. If we compare that to a pre-modern society, or if we compare that to contemporary Afghanistan, where the average life expectancy is 39 years old, we see that women have double the lives of many women in other generations, in other places, in other times. What are we going to do with that time? Are we going to spend this, what I call our second life, just shopping and trying to regain some lost youth, you know, only worrying about our appearance and the fact that we're aging, going on vacation? It's fine to put these things in some kind of balance. But here we have 20, 30, maybe 40 years when we can now devote to working on these issues on a systematic.
So there's no book in the works right now, just in my head, a lot of ideas, but no opportunity. I'm just trying to be patient till my children are older, and then I can go back to my old activist life, inshallah.
He's filming me.
Zach, come on, you're not being good. Come on, we have to go. Yusuf is waiting in the car.
Although our own children, our sons and daughters, are our first obligation, they're not our last obligation. We have a fard kifaya, a communal responsibility to all children. And although my children are fortunate in that they have both of their parents who are working, who have health insurance, who can feed them, who can send them to school, that's not the reality of many other children. There are many children in the United States, including Muslim children, who are in foster care, who do not have enough to eat, who are suffering from illnesses without proper medical treatment. Who will take care of those children if all of us are not going to spend some time actively trying to alleviate their situation on a systematic level?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Sing, children of the world, Islam will unite us all. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wallahu akbar. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wallahu akbar.
I think if my children